Hey guys, I'm just finishing up the second day now. I'm a little tired, so bear with me here. But I'm gonna get you through the progress and the changes we made through the day. All right, we're gonna start off with our gear. That's not our gear, Mike. Try again. There we go. As you can see, we got a real helmet. We're big boys. Now, is this the best thing ever? Absolutely not. But I'm a budget guy, and you saw what I had before, and this is miles and miles ahead. Minion damage, super important. Chance for double damage, good. This is great, but not the best. This is not good. Being this base is not ideal. We wanted an armor one. Crit strike rating doesn't really do much for us. So it's really just a 2-modded hat with some resistance. And I mean, this is good, but it's the worst mod you can get. So our hat got upgraded. Boom. Chest. Chest is a little better. Max life, minion damage is an enchant, so you could, or that was a low roll craft. I don't remember. Either way, you can force better options than just accepting the low one. Tier 1 life, lightning resistance. I think I got stuck with it from prototyping. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just jump to this. My resistances, I don't need that much. I could probably take my aura off, but yeah. Anyway, point is, we'll get to that later. That's a dead mod. You could probably put in armor, auras, plus skill levels if you're looking to actually min-max it. But this is day 2 progress. You get something close to this, you're gonna be happy. What do we got here? Minion damage, neck, life, minus sealed mana, restored life. And then we ended up, this was prototyped. We just ended up with all the resistances. And it's like, all right, I guess we'll accept it. And same thing, it was a hell of a lot better than what we had. And we're moving forward. Gloves. You guys remember those gloves? They're gone. Forgotten. Armor, great roll. We love armor. It's this patch. Armor got buffed. It's really good. I like armor. Life, you got a theme scene here. Stack life, stack armor, regen the life, max your resistances. Doesn't matter what you're playing at that point. It does. Don't get me wrong, but you're really strong if you do that. Erosion resistance is great. Strength Dex, cold resistance. Belt, bad base, minion damage good, max energy shield. Not needed, not bad. It's life, but it's not life because life is infinitely better because we're regenning life. We're building around life, but it's a tier 1 energy shield mod, so you kind of get stuck with it sometimes. Minion elemental resistance is kind of troll. 14 elemental resistance is great, but again, I'm super. I got too much. I'm gonna have to readjust my elemental balance. I ended up getting too much. We'll say. Booties. I think this is the same booties. But if not, armor, regeneration, life. These boots are actually decent, except it's only 13%, and this. So there are better things we could probably have here. Higher move speed. You need move speed, but prioritize move speed. But yeah, these are good boots, actually. You should aim for kind of these stats, just better. Maybe not fire resistance, unless you need to fill it. You can put erosion here if you need it. There's some other good options here. So look around. I'm sure you can find some better options. Ring. This is a stat stick, and I got stuck with most of it. As you can see, I was trying to get life, armor, the elemental, and erosion's great, but then we kind of got stuck with 9 dexterity, and yeah. Now look, 9 dexterity, it's back. Minion damage, bad base, but good roll. Prototyped around it. Whoa, where did that come from? This is really, really good. Yeah, so we kind of worked. We just kind of made this ring work. You get a good mod. You roll until you get a second good mod. You lock them both in. Hope you get lucky on the rest, and then finish it off with a big mod at the end that you want. My weapons, I think they're pretty much the same, but we'll go over them again. Fire skill, minion damage, useless. Don't need it. Spirit Magnus, enhanced skill, additional damage, good. Crit strike rating, good. Spell crit rating, spell crit strike damage, not so good. If this was minion crit damage, amazing. If this was +1 minion skills or spell skills, you can't get minion skills. Scratch that if I have fire. If this was +1 spell skills, this would be amazing. But sadly not. 88 minion damage! Whoa, okay, now we're talking. Fire skills, okay. Minion max life. Womp womp. Failed. Something went wrong there. So what do we want here? We just said it. Spell damage. Spirit Magnus enhanced skills, 10% additional damage. Kind of the same thing. You figure that it's good. Spell crit strike rating. If that was crit strike damage, we'd be happier. Attack speed's great. We can also try and get some cooldown reduction in here. It's not so bad. But keep in mind, just because I'm using the wands and the fire elementals, it doesn't mean you need to do that. You could also use two-hand staffs and two-hand maces, not staffs, two-hand maces, and do minion builds around that. Throw on different elementals. You can do the ice elemental if you want to do that. So instead of getting fire, you're getting ice. You can do the lightning. So instead of doing that elemental, you're getting lightning now. And if you have the two-handed mace, you could actually even get even more fun stats on there. But I went the wands route, and I'm kind of committed, so I'm going to continue going that route for now, at least. So those are the changes in the gear. As for my candle, my skills, we are now all 6 linked up, and we are like, whoa, Mike, this is a completely different build. Well, we're at this point. So you want the spell concentration? We still got duo going because I don't have the hero memory yet. We got fusion. We still have this. We got grunge. Now here's the thing. You don't need grunge. I have grunge on right now because I was just doing bosses I shouldn't have been fighting. So I had to be a little cheesy to do them. And if you're in that same situation, this is how you be cheesy. You get grunge and you combo it with this, scorch. You scorch them once, you'd send your minions in, then you run the hell away from the boss and find the furthest corner away from him and hide. Keep spamming your this, even in the corner. That'll keep buffing your minions. Your minions are now grudge, so they're gonna always keep your curse on, and you get to just hide in a corner and you're good to go. And that's why it's there. It's cheese. But you don't need this for maps. No, not at all. So if you're doing maps, you're gonna just change this out to like servant damage or crit strike damage or whatever, whatever you're feeling. If you're already stacked all crit strike damage, but you have no rating, throw a rating in there. Feel out what you need more. Skills. We added cast while taking damage and reform, which is actually doing absolutely nothing because I forgot to switch to shrink back. So you only want to, you put shrink back on, you'll always have a barrier. Reform will keep the barrier going, and you become very defensive. Downside, this is a lot of damage you're cutting. So you got to figure out, do I want to be tankier or deal more damage? If you want to deal more damage, you do this. But I have that set up and I don't feel like moving it around. So I'm lazy and I just kind of left it there. And when I want to be tanky, I put that on and it's already there and ready to go. This setup is castle damage taking. Reform. Reform's going to refresh your barrier, gives it more barrier, and makes it last for 6 seconds, as well as weakening the enemies that are nearby you. So it's keeping you more tanky. It's making them hit you less. It's a big defensive layer. But it only works if you have shrink back or a different way to get barrier going. So keep that in mind. Don't just blindly throw it in there and think it's working, because even as I have it in, it's not working. It doesn't do much for me, if anything. Elemental resistance is still there. I might not need this anymore. There's really not a whole lot more I can swap it out for, so I just kind of leave it in. I don't have restrain. I don't have stand as one. I don't have, there's the Path of the Brave ones. If I had those, whole new ball game. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a whole new setup for you. We'll find out. Magical source is here. You don't need it. I had some mana issues, so I snuck it in there. You keep it level 1. I made it level 2 by accident, but level 1 ideally. If you need to do level 2, but I just had to get my mana a little more balanced. But you play this out. If you need it, you need it. Charge Flame, we added it in. Or Elemental Amplification. These ones are on our mana. These are on our mana. These are on our life. Now, this is the auto defense protection field I was telling you about. I ended up swapping to it, the seal conversion. Put these over here because I don't want to eat all my life. I want to eat as little life as I can. If I can get away with not putting anything on my life because I have restrain and so much minus sealed mana cost and blah, blah, blah. Don't seal your life. You don't want to seal your life. You want to keep your life because we're building around that. But for now, we had to seal it. And auto defense, when it procs, we're going to it makes it super tanky. It makes our minions take our damage. They don't die anyway, so they don't care. They laugh it off. And it just makes you 21% strong. Not stronger, but tankier. It's pretty good. Pretty strong defensive layer. And then swiftness and rejuvenation. Move faster, regen life. That's what we're doing. Candle. Cooldown recovery. This is one of the most important stats you want. Not necessarily on the candle, like almost anywhere. You ideally want to get this down to, 5 seconds. You want to get this down to 3 or 2. You want to get this this down to 2 or 1. Like you want to get as much of that as you can get. And I found it there. You can get it on your weapons. You can get it on your helmet, I think. And anyway, point is, you want that. Fire penetration isn't doing anything for us because it's not minion penetrates. It's me. Oh my god, no wonder I have so much resistance. All right, what do we got here? Sentry damage. That's not doing anything for us. Minion damage. That sure as hell is. At minus additional damage taken. Is this the GOAT? No. But it's definitely the second best one I found. If not the first best one. It's one of these two. And that's why we're using them. Alrighty. What do we got here? Did we do any change? I jumped ahead, didn't I? To the ores. Boom. This, we threw Mania in. Honestly, Mania could have been in here sooner. I just, I hooked it up with this. Then I put Rhythm in, and I kind of just forgot that. I forgot to put Mania in. It should have been in there in yesterday's video. And, but I forgot because I set it up, and then I was just like, all right, it's good enough. I forgot that it wasn't there. I thought it was. Blink. Magic Dash, quick mobility hasn't changed. I think we added extended duration to this, or if it was already there, nothing changed. Abysmal Hatred and increased area are what you're doing with your Scorch if you're doing the grunge setup. If you're not doing grunge, remember, you just go back to Dazzling Bloom, Mania, extended duration, stuff like that. All right, as for, what do we got here? Talents, nothing's changed. So, yeah. Everything's the same here. Same relic. Same relic. This is bugged, but same relic. I think it's bugged. I'm still waiting for confirmation. There's either 2 copies with the exact same name, but can roll 2 different mods, but in the details it doesn't tell you, and in the auction house there's no way to search for it. Which is weird. So there's some sort of bug going on, I think, but I'm waiting for an answer to come back, and we'll find out. Anyway, for now, I'm still using it because I'm hoping it will magically fix itself one patch. And what's left? There's hero traits. Oh, okay. Talents, they're pretty much the same. I didn't change too much. I may move the life to an armor or something like that, but I'm going to go through it. I'm going to ask you to watch the video from yesterday, if you haven't, to get the full details. So I'm just going to scroll through this. And, instead of going over every single detail, because not much has changed. I think I gained like 2 or 3 levels. So just kind of figure out. And like they went into life or armor is the only difference there. Shrink back and orders, you toss around as you need. I think we went over that. Mighty Guard, isometric arms, same thing. If you have a big statted up weapon and, this ends up being more damage, that's what the dummy's there to figure out. Spend like a couple minutes there, swap back, which one's giving me more damage. Oh, it's isometric arms time. I'm not at that point, so I'm still on this one. Source, still the same. Still the same. This, I think we added, I don't know, life or not a whole lot here. All good. Oh, there's life here I can grab. Interesting. All right, what do we got here? Boom, damage. See it? You can even swap these. If you think your damage is fine, you can go down here. If you think your life is fine, you can go up here. So there we are. Boom, boom, boom. Armor. This is the armor I was talking about. I think I swapped into this. Other than that, not much has changed. 20, or is it the same? Is the same. Statue. I got a little more statue stuff here, so I can give you some more details now. Life, elemental resistance. Minion damage penetrates elemental resistance. Much better. This actually helps us. Penetrates? Not so much. Minion damage penetrates. Yeah. All right. Max mana, sealed mana. Lets us reserve more stuff. Skill, radius, projectile. Minion skill range and radius. Wait. That's not minion radius. Oh no. Awkward. Oh, minion skill radius. Never mind. I'm not as bad as I thought. I'm just really tired. All right, yeah. So minion radius is great. Projectile speed is but radius is nice for us. And you get what you get it with these. This does absolutely nothing for us, but that's what we got. This hasn't been branded yet. Just fire damage. Minion fire. Not fire damage. It's minion fire damage. Very important. If it just said fire damage, this would be absolutely useless. All right. Boom. Sealed mana. Great. Minion critical straight rating. Great. Spirit manages minus 5% chance to use an enhanced skill. Oh, that's not great. But you get 60% minion damage out of it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. 8% max life. 30% max minion life. Very good for both of us. Minion damage. You can see it's good. You see minions, you're good to go. We don't look at that. Skill duration, I don't know why that's there. Maybe because I don't have anything else. Let's see. Yeah, that's why. All right, makes sense. Oh, skill radius. Well, at least these work for us. I guess that's something. But yeah, there you go. I believe that's it. So hopefully that helps you. Hopefully you're all caught up with what's going on and our progress in day 2. It was a pretty slow day. We were able to kill. We're in map progress. I think we're in tier 7.3 in every single region. We haven't attempted tier 8 at all. We did kill Traveler on tier 7. It was a fight, but it was all right. We did Path of the Brave as well. I won't recommend doing them, but if you have 15, 20 minutes to spare, you can definitely do those zones. Is it efficient? No. Is it worth your time? If you get lucky, maybe, but unless you can get to the point where you can kill it, like, I don't know, 5 minutes. 5 seconds to 5 minutes is probably the comfortable range to do those fights. Just because I could do it today and it took me 15, 20 minutes doesn't mean you guys should be doing that. Yeah. So hopefully that helped you. If you have any questions, guys, come join me in my channel live at twitch.tv/Mike1Up and ask me all your questions there. You can drop them in the YouTube comments and all that stuff. It might take me a little longer to reply to you. I'm on pretty much every day playing Torchlight for this month. So if you guys like Torchlight, come check me out. I'll be back tomorrow with another update and possibly some more other guides if I make enough progress to be able to make those for you. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a good time. See you later. Ciao.